Alright, these would be grenades on Inferno, starting off on T-side. For a fast mid-play, look at the corner as you're running up ramp, swing out, throw a smoke off the column just above that line, strafe out even more, throw a flash off the corner of this roof right before you pass over that line. You can peek with it, so then you can go for a fast pick towards Arch. If you're rushing B, as you come around the corner, hold W and A, look at the top of the bell, and you'll strafe throw a flash, and then throw a second flash off the same wall. These flashes will deny any aggressive B control, and if they try to go for it, they'll be completely blind. Works really well for a rush as B rush as well. Molly car, middle of the barrels just above, and then molly for sandbags. We'll take banana control slow. Smoke CT, come on the logs, right side of the tree, bottom wire. For coffin, middle of these two windows, top left of your smoke grenade, lined up in that corner, just like that. First player up, throw off the top middle of these windows, and you can hug this wall and then swing with the flash. Molly new box, just hug the back wall, aim at the little point. That one has a lot of leeway for lining up. Fast smokes for mid, hug one side of top mid, line up the column, then look between both columns in the middle, just below this line. Do the same thing for arches. If you want a safe way to line them up, right side of this kind of fence thing, between the two black rectangles in the middle, right at the top, jump throw for arches, and then line the top right corner of your smoke grenade with that little bulb, and then jump throw for truck. Molly out boiler early on, break the window, and as you pass the green building right here, line up at the middle of the window with the top of the antenna. If you're in apps, crouch next to the window and bounce a flash off that chimney. That'll get pit and then parts of sight. Flash out boiler, come to the corner, look between the top of the railing and the floor in the middle. Right when you start running forward, release the flash. Flash out boiler for arches, line up the top pin of your flash grenade with that little dot, right click. And then you can come out arches like so. Going towards a second window on the top middle, run throw, and same thing, you can peek with it. Molly off back sight, second a little arrow, the one on the left, run throw off the box, little molly off all back of sight and on top of that box. Onto CT side, smoke mid for alt mid control, run throw a smoke off that corner, and then you can either post up on it or you can push out mid. Safe smoke from arches, line up so you can just see this window here, aim in the middle of the window at the top, right in between the lines. Cheeky one-way smoke, line up on this beam, aim with this little knob and then up to the bottom middle of this rectangle. With this you can walk up in the smoke and get into the corner here, like so. For truck side, you can throw a purposely bad smoke and leave a little gap on this side. You can kind of hold it from the haystack here, go for a cheeky pick. Flash for T-apps, come to the corner here, and then from this corner aim one wood panel over and then above this trim. So corner, one panel over, above the trim. You can peek with it, and the flash pops like so. For back apartments, come to the corner, aim in the middle of the door, look straight up until the bottom of your screen goes through the middle of the light bulb, and then right click. Pops right around the corner. From pit, come to the corner here at the bench, left and right click, look at that knob. Or you can come behind the wall, bounce off the door. From default, you can boost up on the box, and then right click a flash looking at the corner. Or if you're behind the box, line up so you can just see this little red square, and left click. They pop like so. For close truck, come to the corner, right click looking in the middle of those dots. Pops right around the corner. For Archway, for Moto, line up on the middle of this beam, look where this shadow meets the door frame, left click. Peek with that, it goes right behind the little bush there. Inside arches, come to the corner, look at this corner and right click. Line up in the corner of these pallets, look at the corner of the roof, right click. Flash mid from arch side, come to the close side of the column, look at the corner of the shadow. Pops like that. For a truck side, line up at the middle of this mailbox. Hold shift and right when you start walking forward, release your flash, looking at the corner of the flower pot. That pops right beyond the corner. Towards B, if you want to smoke deep, swing out, and then throw the smoke off this white part of the wall, right here. Just make sure not to go too far to the right. You'll get stuck here, too far to the left. It'll get kind of stuck in these little corner things here. Molly close. Hug the wall, crouch until you can just get past the corner. Roughly line up the corner with the edge of the wall here. Then one crosshair up above the wall, and then half a crosshair to the right. Just like this. This will burn out the close angles here, and sometimes spread to the inside of the little cubby. Molly close, strafe out, and then run through the corner here where these lines are. And then throw where the left side of these lines meet the ground while running. That molly will spread right behind the wall and then down to the logs. If you want to flash, throw out the middle right side of the window as you run up. It'll pop above you. From sandbag, walk, right click, and then throw right before you hit the sandbags, looking at the corner right there. Pops right around the corner. Pop flash for top banana, line up on the middle of the doors, pull up from this little wood support beam up to the corner of the roof, left click, you can peek with it, it'll pop right above you. Easy smoke lineups from sight. If you're around the fountain, aim at the middle of the window. From CT, just line up past the corner, middle of the yellow box, in line at the top of the wall here. Then do a walking right click, looking at the middle of this beam, just tap W, that'll pop right around the corner. So like let's say if they smoke it, you can throw that smoke as a counter, then pop flash and hold your side of the smoke. Also line up between the flower pots, look at the same spot, right click a flash, or run through off the wall. From coffins, line up on this beam, or this pole. Look just below the corner of the roof, left click. From new box, line up on the left side of the wood, and then bottom middle of this square here that's outlined by the wood. Aim a little bit to the right when you left click, just so you don't hit the little column right there. That flash will be hidden mostly from the archway, and it'll pop right there, so they'll only see the initial part. If your first oranges, come to the corner, pull down from these little knobs right here, go down 3, and then right side down to the bottom of the third one, so right side down here. You can also throw a Molotov. Flash will pop right there, Molotov will spread, covering the entire cross. Then if you're up on first oranges or second and you drop down, and for some reason you're second oranges, just come to the corner, look at that little smudge, jump throw, and that flash will pop right in front, giving you a better advantage in a fight versus anyone coming up from banana. Yeah, those are some grenades on Inferno.